Hi, thanks for doing this interview for us today.
Yeah, no problem.
What is the main reason we are going to be changing the school mascot?
It's a hard one to go about for the main reason, but looking at the history of the name or the word voodoo, we're kind of at a point where we know we should do better because of the history of it, and therefore it's time to move forward. And yeah, we know better, so we should do better.
Could you give us a little bit of a brief history of the connotations behind the word voodoo?
Yeah, the word voodoo in its original it's a religion from West Africa. The original name was Vodun. During the slave trade, that religion intermixed with some European religions like Catholicism, and it became voodoo or vodou, but the voodoo is spelled V-O-D-O-U. The word voodoo, V-O-O-D-O-O, was actually a creation by the U.S. media. They wanted to create fear around black people because it was the end of slavery, and they wanted to create a fear for the public in the U.S. There was a lot going on with the Haitian Revolution, so they wanted to create this fear, so the media started creating movies and magazines and books around this fabricated idea of voodoo or voodooism and what it was, and they created it around the idea of cannibalism and snake worship and horrible things. So the word voodoo, V-O-O-D-O-O, actually doesn't really exist. It's not really a thing. So they just used this to create fear, and it worked, and it's been used all throughout history to give leaders a bad name in the black community, but also all the way to the Haitian earthquakes and floods. That was voodooism was used to potentially have an argument to not give them help. So it's this thing that was brought about that just to create fear, and we use it as our mascot.
What is the timeline or process of this name change?
We've already been working in the school year on getting people the information about the history, getting student feedback, getting community feedback, and as of January sometime, we're going to be looking at suggestions for a new mascot name, and then go into potentially a suggestions or a contest for a mascot, some artwork, maybe art classes will be involved, but also just everyone can be involved. And then looking at where our timeline lands by the end of the year or the start of next year, where we're hoping to unveil our new exciting name.
So the rumors have been around that we're going to be changing the mascot for a while. What are some of your favorite suggestions you've heard so far?
Favorite suggestions? There's been some floating around. I don't know if I can actually say a favorite. I think this needs to be an entire school process. I think everyone gets a voice. My vote is for the Rutland Wherries. I think that would be fantastic, and it's got a really good punch.
Is there anything else you'd like to add or let people know?
I think the big thing to remember is we're Rutland. We're a phenomenal school, we're diverse, we're proud, it's a fantastic community, and I think a mascot name, although I think it's going to be a fun process and something to look forward to, I think we are proud people from Rutland and from this school, and I think that's what people need to remember.
Okay, thanks so much for doing this today. I know it was really last minute.
No worries, thank you very much.
Who are we here with today?
Caleb Howell.
Jennifer Nett.
Michaela.
Magnum Grundy.
All right, Magnum, I know you play rugby as well as being the lead guitarist for the Midnight Skulls, and I was just curious what you think the school name should be changed to.
I think we should be the Rutland Jets.
All right, that's a new one. We heard it from Magnum, the lead guitarist, the Midnight Skulls. He thinks it should be the Rutland Jets.
I think we should be the Rutland Sharks.
I think that it should be changed to the Rutland Jets.
Personally, I think the Rats.
First time we've heard rats. Why do you think that?
They're the smartest rodents.
Heard it here first. They're the smartest rodents out of all the rodents.
Because there's so many labels already that have the figure of a jet, and I think it'd just be an easy transition for the school, and it wouldn't cost the school a lot of money, and it'd just be really good.
All right, that's the second time we've heard Jets. Sounds like a pretty good name to me.
Because they're blue and like one of our main colors for our jerseys and that.
That's a good one I've heard. The Rutland Sharks. Not a bad idea.